Guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 GMC Sierra HD 2500 AT4.
And big thanks to Jordan at Rivard Buick and GMC in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Jordan.
And for those of you guys who don't know, GMC and Chevy refreshed their heavy-duty trucks this year for 2024. The Sierra is sitting on its 5th generation platform, while the Silverado is on its 4th. The 2024 Sierra HDs get a tweaked front fascia with new LED headlights and new taillights, which now get all new sequential turn signals. We still get a standard 6.6-liter gas V8 cranking out 401 horsepower, but we now get the 10-speed Allison transmission with this power plant. The 6.6-liter Duramax diesel gets more power now at 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque, and can tow up to 22,000 pounds with a tow hitch and up to 36,000 pounds with the dually and gooseneck. The 2024 Crew Cab Sierra HD is available in 7 different trim levels, starting with the Pro at $46,000 all the way up to the $92,000 Denali Ultimate, which is the top luxury trim, and the AT4X is the top off-road trim and should be available later on this year in a few months. So for now, the AT4 that you see here is the top off-road Sierra HD, sitting right below the $74,000 Denali we've already reviewed on this channel with a base price of $69,000. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, you notice your flickering LED daytime running lights. They're not actually flickering in real life, just the way the camera picks them up. We have dual front projector, LED projectors for the high and low beam, and an LED fog light right down below. Full front parking sensing. I like this dark chrome accents for the grille, very bold and menacing design. Massive GMC badge outlined in red, and a forward-facing camera with a washer for the camera. Nice high quality touch. Full front parking sensing, red tow hooks, ton of airflow for the radiator and intercooler down below. Some smoke chrome right above that LED taillight. It says 2500 in the corner, and on the opposite side it says AT4, 4 outlined in red, and HD right to the left, or to the left of the headlight. Really bold and menacing front styling, especially with that functional hood scoop right up top. Solid size bulge and those cutouts help you direct this truck very nicely on the road, especially for the right side. We have a little bit of plastic cladding for the wheel well cutouts. We have our engine block heater right here in the corner. Nice touch for a diesel, and some beefy all-terrain tires. 20-inch black rims, 8 lug pattern wrapped in Goodyear Wrangler all-terrain tires, dimensions being 275/65 R20. I believe they're 32 inches in diameter. We mentioned the plastic cladding. The reflector says GMC on it, AT4 HD badge on the door, Duramax Allison transmission 6.6-liter badge right outside of your mirror. We have an additional camera on the mirror, zone light on the mirror, 2 LED turn signals on it, massive size glass, blind spot monitoring on the glass, 2 tiers. The top tier shows you everything in your blind spot. The bottom tier shows you what you got going on in your rear wheel area, because this is a really long truck. We don't have the long bed here. We reviewed 2 heavy-duty Sierra and Silverado so far with the long bed. This is finally a short bed review, probably the way that I would spec it, but if you're using it as a work truck, definitely option up for the long bed. It's not much more expensive. We have power running boards here. It's an option. Black trim for the window trim, shark fin style antenna, blacked out B-pillar, and black C-pillar. The gas cap, it's not push to open. There's no latches to pull. We can just open it right up. Diesel fuel, DEF, diesel exhaust fluid right next to it. We get a step to make it a little bit easier getting in and out of your bed. The bed says GMC on top of the tailgate cutout area, whatever you like to call it. GMC on the reflector out rear too. Same rear wheel and tire setup. Only difference is a smaller brake caliper. Hopefully you can pick up the suspension setup. We have 2 tiers of leaf springs out rear and a red shock absorber, full-size spare tire. No rust in the frame. Very nice to see. Brand new looking truck. Additional step out for the bed, so if you don't get the multi-pro tailgate, it's still pretty easy to get in and out of the bed here for the GMC Sierra, but we do get the multi-pro tailgate here. We'll check that out in 1 second. We have full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights. They are sequential turn signals. GMC badge on the top of this multi-pro tailgate, chrome Sierra badge right beneath that, AT4 badge in the corner. I love how this AT4 trim limits the shiny chrome, unlike the Denali we already reviewed in this channel. If I was going for a Sierra, the AT4 is definitely on the top of my list. Maybe an AT4X if I got the money. This one, probably my favorite. We get full rear parking sensing, tow hitch. This truck with the Duramax can tow 22,000 pounds. With the gooseneck, it can tow, I believe, up to 24,000 pounds. We can drop this tailgate right down. We do get the gooseneck here, but it's just a single rear wheel, so it's not going to help the towing drastically. With the dually, the gooseneck is a complete game changer. As mentioned, we get the multi-pro tailgate here. It also functions as a bed extender, so if you don't get the long bed, but you don't want the long bed, you don't need that long of a truck, you can always get the multi-pro tailgate and simply extend your bed by about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. We can also drop this top tier of this multi-pro tailgate, and now it functions as an in-bed step. Those 4 cutouts, you can throw in some speakers and really liven up the party out for the tailgate. We also have an AC outlet in the corner, nice LED lighting for the 2 corners, additional electrical system for the trailer hitch, and a stick which helps us get in and out of this tailgate bed area even easier. It says AT4 etched into the bed as well. 12 sets of tie downs in both corners, nice spray in bed liner. As we mentioned, the step, very easy process even for a heavy duty. Foot on the step, grab onto the grab handle, and we just pop right up. We get an LED third brake light with an in-bed camera and a camera for the camera mirror, sliding 5th window. Beautiful, beautiful truck. Hopping back out onto the floor is easy thanks to the stick. We got to put the stick away first before we can put away the tailgate because it gets in the way. Not the easiest process in one hand, but generally speaking, you wouldn't be holding a camera while doing it, so not a big deal. We shut everything right back up. Take a step back, get a good look at this massive exhaust tip for the 6.6 liter 8-cylinder diesel. And speaking of that, let's fire this motor up and hear how she sounds. All right, guys, that was the sound of the 6.6 liter 8-cylinder Duramax diesel sold by GMC for the 2024 heavy-duty Sierra, and it sounds okay, but it makes a ton of power. Now at 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque, enough to get this almost 9,000 pound heavy-duty truck to 60 in under 7 seconds. You can tow over 22,000 pounds, absolute beast of a motor. But what you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right down. I gotta take a step to the side because it is really high up. We'll take one more step back, get a good look at the front end styling of the 2024 GMC Sierra AT4. Probably my favorite trim level to get, in my opinion. Continuing along though, we can get one last look at this onyx black paint. It's a little bit dirty right now, but it is also a beautiful metallic paint color. It's about a $575 option. We have smart access for the driver and the front passenger if we didn't mention. But taking a step inside, we can really check out this interior. The power deploying running board is also optional. Up top, we get this leather stitch trim, faux carbon beneath that, some aluminum underneath the faux carbon, aluminum door handle. 2-person memory seats. We'll turn these headlights back to auto so the truck's not yelling at me. Press this button beneath that and the running boards will deploy manually. Lock and unlock beneath that. We have more soft touch material, gushy soft armrest with some brown, tan, contrast stitching. That contrast stitching continues down here. More of that soft touch leatherette trim. Beneath down here, hard plastic. Same for the bottom portion. You'll stack up 2 footlongs on top of each other, and you can wash it down with 2 24-ounce bottles. We get power folding mirrors. They're 4-way adjustable, auto one touch for the front windows, auto one touch out rear too, but only for the way back down. Got to press and hold for the way back up. We get the Bose premium audio system on this AT4 too. GMC floor mat. The GMC is outlined in the shiny chrome. The carpet is removable here, so if you're taking your AT4 off-roading, you can take the carpet off and have a full all-weather floor mat. The AT4 badge is outlined in this faux wood trim. It's shiny chrome. The seats are also contrast in this brown tan leather material. They're heated and ventilated, just like the Denali, but we don't have all those chrome accents, and we're also saving about $5,000. We have power lumbar. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out, and the running board is really appreciated. We reviewed the 3500 LT Silverado on this channel with no running board, and it was really difficult getting in and out. But foot on the brake, we have a new engine start-stop button too, and everything fires right to life. But first thing we notice is the steering wheel, just like last year, but we get brown contrast stitching for this AT4 trim. On the left side, we have our radar cruise control, forward collision alert, and heated steering wheel. On the right side, voice commands. You can hang up and answer your phone calls and adjust the infotainment. You can adjust between overall info. Here we get info page options, digital speedo, drive summary with a digital speedo right up top, trip 1, trip 2, timer, tire pressure. This is a heavy duty truck, so we have to have extra pressure, especially out back, which will compromise the ride quality a little bit. If you want to soften the ride, you can lower the PSI down to like 35, 40. It'll help the ride quality, but it'll also greatly impact the payload capacity and towing capability. So if you plan on towing and carrying heavy weight, leave the tire pressure at about 60 up front and 80 out rear. Beneath the tire pressure, we get driver's assistance page, oil life, brake pad life, air filter life, fuel filter life, diesel exhaust fluid page, and right back to where we started. We can also see our music. Once it loads up, we get AM, FM, Sirius, Bluetooth, Google News, podcast, USB, and Amazon Alexa. Compass 2 functions as a turn-by-turn if the GPS is hooked up. We do get GPS here for the AT4. Phone, we don't have one hooked up, of course. We'll let the potential owner of this vehicle set that up. Next to that, finally, we have our overall settings. You can adjust the display for the left side 2, right side, lower gauges, and the info page options. Units are adjustable between kph and mph, speed warning, speed sign display, and a heads-up display. We do get the heads-up display here with the AT4, and it's a very large display, adjustable all throughout the center stack. Software info, and you can reset to the default. My personal favorite to look at all times will probably be this compass, so we'll leave it here. 140 mile-an-hour speedometer and a tach that goes to about 4,500. But after driving this updated Duramax, it usually shifts closer to 3,000, maybe 3,400. Range down below, on the right side fuel level, on the left side coolant temperature. The stocks have a satisfying click to them. We don't get auto rain sensing wipers, but we do get auto headlamps and auto high beams. This button right here activates your wipers too. We still have the column gear selector, still controlling the 10-speed Allison transmission though. We don't get a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. That would be nice for a base price starting around 70,000 bucks. To the left of that, zone lights for the front and or for the sides and for the bed. Interior lighting, auto headlamps, and our fog lights right down below. 4-wheel drive high, 2 high, 4 low, and 4-wheel drive auto. We had 4 auto on the Denali, but we did not have 4 auto on the Chevy 3500 LT we reviewed in this channel. Drive mode selector, we get off-road and we get normal mode, and you can press this button down below for the trailer tow mode. Electronic parking brake, these buttons up here adjust the heads-up display. You can turn the brightness up, but it seems that it's already in its highest brightness mode. We get this faux wood trim above the gloss black outlining the air vents, full leather dashboard with that brown contrast stitching. It's not actually brown. We'll take a look at the window sticker. I'll show you what the actual color is, but if we're talking about literal colors, it's somewhere between a brown or a tan. We have more of that faux wood trim beneath the air vents. The air vents are very large. They do a great job blowing into your face. 13.4-inch touchscreen, carried over from the 2022 1500 updates, but now we get it for 2024 for the heavy duties. Here we get the trailer tow mode. Once it loads up, you can add a new trailer, use a guest trailer, phone. You can pair the Bluetooth devices, GPS. I'll catch back for you one sec. Here we get a Google Maps display. The response is also excellent. Just like an iPhone, just like the new BMW iDrive 8 system, this is a little bit more user-friendly because you can actually adjust the climate with hard buttons. Beneath that, we have our music, and beneath the music, it takes a second to load up. It's a brand new vehicle, but after a couple of weeks or so, this is not a concern. And the home screen right down beneath that, with audio, maps, phone, cameras, Google Assistant, Play Store, we take a quick look at those cameras. You press that button and we get a forward-facing camera and a 360 right next to it, both with guidance lines and trajectory. You press the button again, now it turns into a backup camera, and we keep our 360 and the guidance lines with trajectory. Press this button right next to it, we get an over-the-top 360 on both sides, also with guidance lines and trajectory, and our front end swing is also accounted for. Press it again, and we have the same thing for up front. It's like a little car wash view, the BMW calls, and it also shows our rear end swing with those orange indicators. Press this button in the center, you can see a little blind spot view, see exactly what your wheels are doing up front and out rear. Button next to it, over the top trailer hitch view. That's convenient to line up a trailer to the receiver, and those additional cameras, I guess you have to actually have a trailer to access. We press this X button, it returns right back to where we were. My personal favorite to look at all times will be the map, so we'll leave it here and recenter it. Beneath that, more soft touch materials with contrast stitching outside of it, smoked aluminum chrome material, and an aluminum engine start stop button. We have heated and ventilated seats. I apologize if the ventilated seats are making a lot of noise. We'll turn them down a little bit, but they are convenient. They do a great job keeping the seat nice and cool. We have heated seats with 2 tiers for the butt, and you can isolate just the back. Dual zone automatic climate control with the vent adjustments right here in the center, defrosters right up top. Exhaust brake, lane keep assist, you can turn on or off your parking sensors, and an electronically dropping tailgate, but it's not electronic on the way back up. You're gonna have to get out of the truck and actually lift it up yourself. hazards, you turn off your traction control and hill descent control. Ton of storage, no wireless charging pad here, but we get one right back over there. USB-A and USB-C ports with a ton of storage for keys, cup holders with pushy things that keep the drinks in place. You'll fit 24, possibly 30-ounce bottles in there. Trailer brake controller, we mentioned the wireless charging pad. The armrest is nice, soft leather trim with perforated leather in the center, AT4 badge. We can open it up. It's pretty large. We get 2 tiers of this cubby. You'll fit probably 6, maybe 7 iPhones in the center, coins, business cards to the side. The console itself is pretty large. You'll fit 3, maybe 4 2-liter bottles of soda, AC outlet, and additional USB-A and C port. LED light to keep everything lit. We can drop this cubby right back where we found it. Drop the console, and we have 2 tiers of glove boxes. Up top, this first tier doesn't open, but I promise you it will open when the customer buys this truck. The bottom tier should open. There we go. Pretty large. We have our trailer hitch receiver, and you'll fit about 20 license plates in here, so not bad. You'll fit about 3 or 4 pairs of gloves in that top tier based on the other heavy duties we reviewed on this channel. We have a camera, a mirror, and it is frameless, auto dimming, and a camera. And you can adjust the camera mirror function with these 3 buttons. 3 garage home link settings. The center button opens up our 5th window out back. Nice, and it does so pretty quickly. And next to it, press this button and opens up our sunroof. We'll see how far it opens up. Pretty far, basically out to the end of the front row. See if it goes any further. Probably not, but we'll see. It does not, but we can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Brandon, Florida. It is sunny and 86 degrees according to this 2024 2500 heavy duty Silverado. We can shut this sunroof up. It closes up pretty quickly. We leave the shade open, so when we hop out back, you can see how much light is brought into the cabin. We have our LED interior light, SOS, OnStar, and voice commands. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat. We'll take a quick look at this window sticker as soon as I reach it. See any features I may have missed on this 2024 Sierra 2500 4-wheel drive crew cab AT4 with the onyx black exterior and the jet black interior with Kalahari accents. I was calling them brown tan, but they're actually called Kalahari. So with a $69,100 base price, these are your standard features, and you get quite a bit of them, especially for the AT4 trim if you're an off-road oriented heavy duty truck buyer. The options, $9,490 for the Duramax 6.6 liter turbo diesel, AT4 Premium Plus package for $4,565, which includes the preferred package, giving us a universal home remote, power sliding rear window, LED roof marker lamps, adaptive cruise control, and a technology package is also included with the Premium Plus, giving us the rear camera and mirror, multicolor heads-up display, power sunroof, and the AT4 high clearance step. The max trailering package is $545. Gooseneck 5th wheel package is included with that, and we also get stamped bed holes with caps with a 7-pin trailer harness. Onyx black for $495, $45 for the heavy duty front springs, and the camper package, we get a 342 rear axle ratio and a GVWR of 11,750 pounds, 5,330 kilograms. So after $15,140 in options, the total price is sitting at $84,240 before destination. After an $1,895 destination charge and a Premium Plus package discount of $500, we're sitting at a total vehicle price of $85,635. So yeah, we're getting up there in price, but considering the AT4X is going to start at about $90,000, if not more, $1,000. This is a pretty decent value. You're saving quite a bit of money compared to an AT4X, and we have every feature that we had in the Denali. Taking a step out back, you can see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So we still have that soft stitch trim up top, faux carbon, smoke chrome, aluminum door handle, gushy soft armrest. The soft touch continues all for this top part of this door panel. Down below we get hard plastic, but to be expected. You'll fit a foot long, possibly stack 2, and wash it down with a 24-ounce water bottle. Additional Bose speaker out rear. The rear seat space is incredible. I'll have at least a foot of knee room. Leather rear seats, perforated, heated, not ventilated. That wouldn't be expected on an AT4. Since we get the leather seats, we also get this additional storage cubby. You can throw some secret stuff back there, and chances are nobody would think to look. You can also lift these rear seats up. Additional storage cubby. You can throw some hunting equipment, and you still have enough space of this flat floor to lay down a sleeping bag. So in emergency situations, you can sleep in the back of your heavy-duty GMC Sierra AT4. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out. The running board makes things a lot easier. We can shut this door up too. And my first impressions, these seats are really soft and comfortable. The knee room is incredible. I got at least a foot of knee room, about 3-4 inches of headroom thanks to this pretty intense cutout. The interior lights back here are LED. We don't get a full third zone climate control, but we get 2 air vents. They don't blow directly into your face, but the air vents are appreciated. Heated rear seats, USB-C and a USB-A port right next to it. The center cubby has a string, so you have to jab your hand into it, but it's pretty heavy to actually access it, so be careful not to rip that string. We get 2 cup holders. You'll fit 20, maybe 24 ounce bottles, and a nice square cigarette pack cubby in the middle of it. That's about it though, guys. The back seat is extremely spacious. The seats are very comfortable and they're heated. 2 additional cup holders in the center console. You'll fit slightly larger cups, some 24s, maybe 30 ounce bottles in there. That's about it though for the inside and outside of this 2024 GMC Sierra AT4. It is a beautiful truck, and with this Duramax, updated Duramax, making more power now at 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. Let's take this beast 2024 Sierra AT4 out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new, updated 2024 GMC Sierra Heavy Duty AT4. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions though, as always, GM steering is one of the best in the business. The trucks, same thing applies to them. The steering racks here genuinely make the vehicle feel smaller than it is, and when we're talking about a heavy duty truck, it makes a big difference. Over the bump, you feel the bumps more than a 1500 simply because of the tire pressure. As you mentioned, if you want the ride quality to be softer, you can just simply deflate the rear tires to about 40 psi, deflate the fronts to about 35, and it'll literally feel just like a 1500 truck. But we'll give that guy a little bit of space. Try an acceleration off the line. Okay, complete stop. No brake torque, just foot on the brake, foot on the gas, and boost. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh, this thing can pull. And you hit those bumps and you feel them, but again, you deflate the tires, it'll soften things up tremendously. And the ride quality is still not bad. It's just not as soft as a 1500, as we mentioned throughout the countless reviews on heavy duty trucks on this channel. I'll try to lower the seat a little bit. Maybe you guys can pick up that heads up display. It's a very large display. Check out the turning radius and body roll test for a heavy duty truck. Hopefully I have enough space, but right here, boom. Good turning radius. We're gonna make it with no problem. And coming out, boost. Woo! Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. This thing can move. The brakes, they're not as touchy as a 1500. I mean, this thing weighs almost 9,000 pounds. What would you expect? Throwing it in pretty quick. The body roll is limited. You still feel it, but for a truck, I mean, very solid handling. The transmission is snappy. It's a nice vehicle to drive, especially the AT4. It doesn't feel much bumpier than a Denali, and you have all the same features, just more off-road capable. This is the trim to get if you're looking for a heavy-duty, premium level pickup truck. Taking a step out here, we can open her up a little bit more onto this highway, situated on the gas. Oh yeah. Ooh. Not bad, guys. And at higher speeds, we can calm down a little bit. The steering is slightly more floaty, but it's a 9,000 pound truck with all-terrain tires on it. You hear a tiny bit of wind noise, but for the most part, it's a really quiet vehicle. We don't get dual pane windows, so it's not gonna be quite as quiet as some competitors from like Ram or even Ford, but it's a quiet truck. You're not gonna complain about the isolation from the road. We'll do a real world turning radius test. We should definitely be able to make this. Hopefully this car doesn't get in the way, this Honda. No, he's letting us go. And one more time on gas. Oh, yeah. Snappy shifts, ton of torque, and it sounds pretty good. The grunt from this thing is impressive. We'll head back to Rivard, Buick, and GMC. We're gonna have to beat up this beast a whole lot further. This thing is awesome. If you're looking for an off-road capable, heavy-duty truck, you want to tow 20,000 pounds, you want to take this truck off-road, I can't think of a better way to go. Around 70,000 bucks after the Duramax, you're closing in around 80,000 after a couple options, but you have every option you could possibly want or need. Compared to the Denali we just reviewed, I think this is more luxurious. I mean, no, we don't get the chrome all over the place, and I know some people that want to get the high trim trucks like the chrome. I personally don't like the chrome. So considering you save 5,000 bucks here compared to a Denali, and considering we have the same options and features, It's a no-brainer for me. If you're looking for a premium level off-road capable truck, I would definitely recommend checking out the 2024 GMC Sierra HD AT4. If you're looking for a dually, check out the 3500, but personally, if you're looking for a single rear wheel, I would stick to the 2500. And big thanks to Jordan and the rest of the management and staff here at Rivard Buick and GMC in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave links to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Jordan, and huge thanks to all of you for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.